Hello everyone, this is Ultimate Prime, and today we're going to be reviewing Quick Draw Autobot Hound. He's from the Age of Extinction Transformers line, and we'll get started. So here is Autobot Hound, and he is opened up and out of the box. But before we start, let's just take a quick look at the packaging, and you'll see that it has a picture of Autobot Hound on the front with a statement saying he has Quick Draw. That's the gimmick that he has. He's part of the Powerbattlers line, and each robot came with a little gimmick. It's kind of attack move that they have. You can see the side just says Transformers. Has another picture of Hound on the back or on the side. And now on the back of the box, you can see that they have the instructions of how to transform him. He transforms in roughly 8 steps. It shows once again he has the quick draw action going on, and it shows a picture of him in vehicle mode. So that is enough for the packaging. Let's take a look at Autobot Hound. And as you can see, he is a truck. He doesn't roll quite as nicely as I'd like, but he does roll. Doesn't have a whole lot of paint on him, but he still looks nice in his vehicle mode. A lot of people think that he looks like a dump truck, which I don't think that that's what they were going for. I think he's sort of some kind of military type vehicle. As a matter of fact, we can compare him to Junk Heap, who is a dump truck. And you can see there are definitely some differences, some things that definitely define Junk Heap as a dump truck as compared to Hound, who I believe is more of a military type vehicle. For another comparison, let's also compare him to Powerbattler's Galvatron, who's a truck. They measure up okay, I think, in size. And that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. I will say that on the bottom, you do see a little bit of his head kind of sticking out there if you look under the bottom, and his arms you can see. But from the top, he's pretty well hidden. So in order to transform him, we first want to start by unplugging the legs. Just pull them off here from the side, and let's go ahead and unplug the arms as well. So you kind of just flip everything loose, and if you pull before we pull his legs apart, there is a spot here that we want to pull upwards. We pull this part up, and that forms his chest. So let's pull it here, pull the legs right under there. When you pull this part up, there are some tabs here and some tabs here on both sides. You pull those together and they connect his chest area, and then you can pull his head down and that locks in there as well. And then actually these are the pegs here that connect to his chest, and snap those two together, and there you have him in his robot mode. So you can see he looks pretty nice, and he has this large gun here, and it does have a Powerbattler's gimmick. There is a lever here that you pull up, and when you pull this lever, his gun shoots forward. Oh, I don't want to drop him though, but his gun shoots up, makes him forward, pull the lever, and it kind of gives him a action mode. So there he is, and just for comparison, I'll put him with Voyager class Hound, who of course is a lot larger in size and has quite a bit more details. So, but just to see how he stacks up to the Voyager version, you can see, of course, he doesn't have as much paint on him and things like that, but he still looks okay. And let's also compare him to Vehicon, who is the same size. He's a deluxe, and he is also in the Power Battlers line. And of course, he matches up with him pretty good. He's about the same size, and there's not much more to say about that. Just for articulation, his arms do come loose because they have those pegs. When you do it, he has a 360-degree rotation here on this arm. This arm, he really doesn't because of the gimmick. When you move his arm, it kind of shoots forward. Even though you can change the extent of his gun a little bit, that's about as much as you're going to get for articulation. His head does not move, neither does his waist. His legs can move a little bit. They can come outwards a little, but it looks kind of weird, and as you can see, it often pulls the rest of his body apart. So not too much articulation on this guy, but you know, overall for what he is, he looks pretty good. And so let's go ahead and get into the transformation back into vehicle mode. So in order to transform him back, what we're going to want to do is loosen these pegs here and get this other side loose so that we can, and pull the legs out. So you kind of just pull everything out. You're going to want to pull this chest piece down a little, get that out the way. And then let's come here to the back. You want to pull the arms all the way back, and those peg holes, there's a peg hole here, and he's got a little peg that he can stick into. So you want to slot his arm in there, and you want to pull this arm all the way up, and then you want to pull this leg up and this leg up, and there are some pegs right here on his gun that are going to go into slots on his leg. It's a little difficult to see, but there are some slots there on his leg that they're going to peg into. And so let's go ahead and do that. Peg it here. And there's also another peg here on the top of the vehicle and a slot for it to go into. So peg that in and peg the gun in. So let's try that again. Let's peg the gun into this leg. I think it's a little easier when you peg the gun in first and then you peg the back. Kind of falls into place. You want to take the head, bring it down. It also has two pegs here and a peg here that you can peg this front of the vehicle in. And then this top part just comes down and lays flat. And there you go. He is back in his vehicle mode. Honestly, I actually do like this figure. I mean, I believe that the Power Battler series was probably aimed at more for the younger kids, but they have a look, especially in their vehicle mode, they have a pretty good look to them. The robot mode, like I said, it seems like it's a little more aimed to the younger kids with the gimmicks and things like that, but it's not a bad figure. If you like this, you may be able to find it online. I'm not sure if you see this too many more times in stores, but I'd recommend it. It's not a bad figure. I have some Power Battlers as part of my collection. So other than that, if you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe. And stay tuned because I will have some more video reviews on the way. And until then, have a great day, and I'll catch you later.